Yeah, we are going to start Bhakti age, religious sects and science. As we know, there were many evil practices, orthodox thinkings were going on in our society. Even today, we are believing in orthodox feelings or beliefs. During the time Bhakti age started, different religious gurus and saints came, they spread their message in the medieval age. Here we are going to discuss one by one. First of all, first paragraph, it will be read by Kresa. You can use your textbook or screen as you like. Kresa, you can start.
An important
Can you
event
listen
in
me?
yes, sir.
Continue with that.
An, an important event in the medieval culture development of India includes the Bhakti and the Sufi movement. This movement was not aimed at the gaining any politic advantage against monarchy, but its main purpose was to show a simple religious path to those suffering from ignorance, fleshhood, distress, and torture. The teachings of the saints therefore had a profound effect on them.
Very good. Important event in medieval age, as we have just discussed. It is considered as Bhakti movement and Sufi movement. Bhakti movement in Hindu religion, Sufi movement in Islam. Here, it was not with the aim of political advantage, but the main purpose of the movement was to show the right religious path to the people who suffered from different kinds of evil practices and beliefs. They were in distress. Here, different saints taught the people, or in other words, we can say taught us how the religious is, what is the actual message of the religious, and how should we go with it. Second topic, emergence and development. This paragraph will be read by Keya. I think Asnani Keya. You can use your textbook.
Bhakti and Sufi movement originated and developed in India due to this barrage of discrimination of religions, beliefs, superstitions were ignored and doors were opened for devotional path to all. Bhakti and Sufi movements gave birth to Hindu Muslim cultural harmony and a new era began. Most of the saints were Nirgunvadi monotheists. There they were advocates of unity. All the saints and fakirs believed in unity of religion and sect. They were advocates of social equality. According to them, God is nirgun, formless, and undescribable. They opposed idol worship and rituals. They preached the people in a simple language. They composed literature and verses in the language of the people. This literature, verses, and simple speeches were composed in the local dialect of the
Dialect.
people to dialect of the people to spread unity in the society. They said that the essence of all the religions in the same. There is only one God and he is everywhere. All religions have the same path, devotion to God.
Right. Emergence and development, how it was started and how the movement developed. Bhakti movement as well as Sufi movement. Both of them originated in India. Why? Because of there were so many barriers related to discrimination in our caste, community, feelings, where they have different orthodox feelings like superstitions, ignorance, lots of things about the people. And so here to show the path of the religion, this movement was started. Both. Bhakti movement as well as Sufi movement gave birth to Hindu-Muslim cultural harmony to make them unite. And thus, this new era started in our country. Most of them were Nirgunwadi. It means monotheist, who believe in God but one God. As we are asking God with different names, lots of names are there. Here, according to them, God is one. And we are following Him. We are calling Him, asking Him, worshipping Him with different names. Besides this, they also advocate unity of the society. Those saints and prophets who provide the unity of the religions. Every time we listen, all are same, all religions are same, there is one God. And they spread the same message. They also advocate the social equality. In the society, everyone is same. We divide ourselves that we are from upper caste or lower caste or whatever is. That is not, it is only part of our life. It is related to our work. In other words, we can say karma. But actually, we all are same. They also oppose idol worship and rituals. Some of the idol worship, there we are going with them. They oppose them. We can, in idol worship, we can say that some special path we are going, that we should pray the God, worship the God in some particular way only. That is not good. However, whatever our beliefs, our feelings, we can worship. We said this, they preach to the people, they give the message to the people in the simple language so that everyone can listen. Suppose here any saint came in our Gujarat, he speaks Marathi or Tamil or Bengali. How can we understand? No. If they use local language like Gujarati. Similarly, this saint preached in local language so that people can understand easily. They also provide or compose literature, verses in their simple speech or local dialects. Here one word is their dialect. Dialect is also similar to language. But in dialect, in our language, we call it Boli. With the same, they spread the unity in the society. According to them, essence of all religion is the same. If you have studied in MSc, we are going to school using different paths, but our destination is school. Similarly, we are playing God different ways, calling Him with different way, but at last we will be reached at the same place. And thus, there is only one God, and He is everywhere. We all believe God is everywhere, and all religions have same path. And what is that? To devotion the God. After this, it is the introduction about the chapter. Now, next topic is the main sense and their ideology. Before that, here is an activity is given for you. Organize a prayer meet of all religions in your school and prepare a prayer book. Generally, in our school, we can see the prayers of all religions are going on. And whatever the prayer, whatever the religion is, suppose we are saying this is related to Islam or Christianity or Hinduism, but in each of them, we are worshipping God with different names or maybe in different language, maybe in Gujarati, Hindi, English, Sanskrit, or other language. But the way, whatever we are using, that is only different. But our motive, feeling is the same. Here, we are going with different saints and their ideology one by one. First of all, first paragraph. Next name is Niva.
Yes, the main saints and their ideology. Shankaracharya began religious reform activities in South India in the 8th century. 2050 years later, Ramanujacharya inspired devotion. At that time, Alvar and Nayanar saints in the South India propagated religious movements. The Vaishnava saints were known as Alvar and the Shaiva saints were known as Nayanars. These followers of the path of devotion believed in monotheism. They believed in the unity of all religions and sects and opposed to idol worship as well as rituals.
Good. Shankaracharya, we call Jagat Guru Shankaracharya. He began religious reform in South India when in 8th century. Then after 200 years later, 250 sorry, Ramanujacharya, who inspired the devotion. During the time, or at the same time, Alwar and Naina, these two types of saints found in South India, who propagated religious movement. Vaishnava saint, they were known as Alvaran, and Shiva, they were for Vishnu. They were known as Nainas. Both of them are the followers of the path or devotion. It is in monasticism. Means they believe there is one. The followers of this path or believers believe in one God and praying the same one. They also believe in unity of religious and sect. They also oppose ideal worship and as well as rituals. Whatever the last paragraph we have discussed is same. Then after next paragraph, next name is Palak.
Bhakti movement opened the door to self-realization for all. The saints and thinkers of the devotional path preached in the language of the common people. Among these saints and philosophers, many great acharyas were there. Sankaracharya was one of the Hindu preachers. About 250 years later, Ramanujacharya was born in South India. It is generally believed that the Bhakti movement started with Ramanujacharya. He gave us
Ramanujacharya.
he gave a simple sermon on the path of devotion and showed the path of God's attainment.
Yeah. Bhakti movement, as we have just discussed, it was started in Middle Age or Medieval Age. Here, it opens the door of self-realization. We can identify ourselves, not others. Self-realization, what we are, why we are here, what are our duties, or in other words, we can say what are our karmas, what kind of karmas we should follow. And here, great saints and thinkers show us devotional path by with their teachings in our local language or common language. Among them, many great acharyas were there. As we have just discussed, Shankaracharya. We call him Jagat Guru Shankaracharya. He was the Hindu preacher. Even today, Shankaracharyas are there in our Dwarka pit. Shankaracharya is there. After Shankaracharya, about 250 years later, Ramanujacharya, who started the same idea or thoughts. He was born in South India. In general, he believed, as we have just discussed, Bhakti movement was started with Ramanujacharya. He gave simple sermon of the path of devotion. Simple way. How to, in other words, we can say how we devote God or how we worship and how can we get or achieve the God. There in your textbook, you can see the picture of Ramanujacharya and Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya, his birthplace, it is Kaldi. His father's name was Shivguru. His mother, Mata, Ambabai. And second picture, at the right side here you can see Ramanujacharya. Here is Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya. Nowadays also, as he have established four paths or seats at the four different parts of India, east, west, north and south. In western side, in the Dwarika, Vyaspeeth is there for Shankaracharya. Ramanujacharya, he is here. His birthplace is Perumaltur. His father's name was Keshav and His mother's name is Kantamati. You need to remember the name because it might be asked in objective type question. With the same, here you can see a think question. Why do we respect? Why do we respect dharmacharyas, devotees, saints, fakis, etc.? Here are different names. Dharmacharya, we call him Dharma Gurus. Devotees, we call him Bhaktas. Saints, we call Sants. And Fakis. In Islam, this kind of people are called Fakis. Why should we respect them? Yes, is there anyone who can answer me? Yes, they show us the right path of living. They also tried, they also tried to remove the evil practices, delete the evil practices in our society. They also repress our mind by removing evil practices, orthodox thinking, or thoughts. Next paragraph, we are going one by one. The same. Right now, we are in page number 37. Great saints like. Next one is, I think Palak has read last. Maria.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Continue better.
great saints like Gseb and Chaitya were also born in
Chaitanya.
Bengal. Chaitanya
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Mahaprabhu Chaitanya Mahaprabhu composed Krishna Bhakti songs and chanted the mantra of Hari Bol in Bengal. Great saints like Ramananda and started Bhakti movement in North India. Kabir was the important saint of monotheism. He was a wearer by profession. Bijak is his collection of poems. His poems are included in the Sikh holy book. Guru Granth Sahib, Saint Raidas was his Guru brother. Like Kabir, he was also a saint of the Nirguna branch.
Here, a description related to some other saints or gurus who were spread Bhakti movement. The names are Jaidev and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Both were born in Bengal. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who composed Krishna Bhakti song and chanted the mantra of Haribol. Haribol mantra chanted by, composed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was belong to Bengal. Besides this, Ramananda, who started Bhakti movement in North India. Here in Bengal means East India. North India means Ramananda. Kabir, he was also an important. We also even today we listen Kabir's Sakhis and Dohas. And he also believe in monotheism, means there is one God. By profession, Kabir was a weaver. Bijak, it is the collection of the poem. Bijak, it is the collection of the poem. In other words, we can say name of the book describe the poem. These poems are included in Sikh holy book, Guru Granth Sahib. Here is about Guru Granth Sahib. Sant Kabir's poems, they are included in Guru Granth Sahib too. After him, Sant Raidas. He was his Guru brother. Whose Guru brother? Kabir's Guru brother. Like Kabir, he was also saint of Nirguna branch. As Kabir was from Nirguna branch, he was also, Raidas was also from the Nirguna. Here one poem line is written, साधु ऐसा चाहिए जैसा सुख सुबह चार सार को गाही रहे ओठा दे उदय. साधु ऐसा चाहिए. Next one, name is Vaishnavi.
Yes, sir.
Start with Guru Nanak.
Yes, sir.
Guru
Yes,
Nanak
just a
was
minute.
the
Just a minute. Okay, one minute. Read.
Guru Nanak was the founder of the Sikh religion. He was a saint of the Nirguna branch. His dis- disciples were called Sikhs. Guru Granth Sahib is their holy book. Tulsidas, Surdas, and Mirabai were important saints of Vaishnav Bhakti movement in Rajasthan and North India. Tulsidas became a sage in his youth. He composed popular texts like Ramacharitmanas,
Ramcharit Manas. Yes, Ramcharit Manas and Vinay Patrika. Yes, I think a
yes,
connection has been lost. Yes, Maria, are you online? Sorry,
yes,
Vaishnavi.
yes, sir.
Continue better. Ramcharit Manas and Vinay Patrika.
Okay, sir. Tulsidas' epic Ramcharitmanas is very popular even today. Saint Narsim Mehta's contribution is immense in immersing people of Gujarat in Bhakti in the 15th century is unique. Narsim Mehta for, uh, is
1412
an
to 1480.
1412 to 1480 is an early Gujarat poet. He is originally from Talaja, Bhavnagar, and then settled in Junagadh. His Veds and Prabhatya were knowledgeable, devotional, and had profound effect on society. Narsi Mehta's bhajan, Vaishnav, Vaishnav, Vaishnavjan
વૈષ્ણવ
to
વજન તો તેને રે કહીએ.
Vaishnavajan to Tene Kahiye is popular even today. Though he was a worldly human being, yet was away from worldly affairs. He opposed untouchability and casteism. He went to
કાસ્ટિઝમ.
casteism. He went to everyone's home to sing bhajans. Whoever sang bhajans of Hari was God's person to him.
પક્ષ
પક્ષ પક્ષમાં નહીં પરમેશ્વર સમદ્રષ્ટિ ને સર્વ સમાન. Singing in the glory of Lord Krishna, he said that with the help of Lord Krishna, human beings can overcome any adversity. His life was an excellent example of this. His words are known as Prabhatya.
Very good. It is too large paragraph and time is going to finish so that we have to stop right now. Before